to Padre to Rhode Island.
This is the island
Yes,
state,
I've been all over
kind
the
of
Ocean
islands.
State.
ocean state. That's what it is. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Me been everywhere this summer.
All right, so
We're talking about
everyone's coming back in right now.
me getting.
Yes. So he asked the question. I'm not sure where it cut out on the last video. He said, um, he's gonna look for hire in his free national name, and he wanted information on when they present him. Please don't do that. It's hard to breathe
All right,
or
tell
do that
Trey
over
what the
there or
hell to
something.
do. Okay,
I said, please don't.
you did say it nicely. All right, since you asked nicely, I will.
On one. He asked me for reference points for rejecting the W-4s. And I said, Article 1, Section 10, no debt shall be placed or no obligations shall be placed on a contract. So if you're going to work at Walmart and you want to be a cashier, you're not going as an employee because employee means servant. How we servants on our own land. Now, there's nothing wrong with being a public servant, but we ain't servants to no corporation. Employee means servant, employer means master. So when we go as independent contractors, we're offering a service. Like I said, if I want to be a cashier, I'm offering a service.
Would I have to mention to them that I'm an independent contractor?
No, your knowledge is what makes you an independent contractor.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
your knowledge is what makes you a janitor. Your knowledge is what makes you the CEO of a company. You don't just say, I'm a CEO, and then you get that position. It's your knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
That's understood.
That's status. Because remember, status is non-tangible. You know what I'm saying? So, again, I'm the cashier. I'm offering a service to Walmart. I'm not an employee. I'm an independent contractor providing you a service. So when I get compensated, that's not income. I'm providing a service and you're paying me for that service. That's not income. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's wages. Monetary gain, pecuniary wages. Income is something made off of a corporate investment.
So it must
You're
have
not
to do with
corporate.
Stocks.
Yeah, you're not stocks, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, and then again, they can't say, well, you know, we're not going to hire you because you're not using the W-4. That's placing an obligation on a contract because you working for them is a contract. And now they're saying, well, since you won't do this, they're threatening you or they're just trying to coerce you into signing something so you can work. That's unlawful. You know what I'm saying? And then they can't say, well, you know, we can't hire you because you don't have a social security number. That's why I said Article 20, Declaration on Human Rights, you can't be forced to associate. Because if you don't have a social security number and they say you can't work for us unless you have one, then now you have to associate with the Social Security Administration to work that job, which is again against the Constitution. Article 1, Section 10.
Anything that doesn't coincide with the Constitution,
Notwithstanding,
notwithstanding.
yep, anything anyone says, any corporation, any so-called politician, any Moor, any foreigner on our land, notwithstanding,
Now it's
notwithstanding. I mean, you can't do it. Can't say it.
So that
I mean, but if you agree to it, then it's legal. That's the difference between legal and lawful. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't fire you or they can't not hire you lawfully for saying, well, you can't work for us because you're not using a social. But then if you just abandon it and don't fight them, then you agreed. And that's legal. And it becomes legal because you agreed, because you didn't sue them for discrimination. But you can only do that in your proper person, meaning you know that you can do that. And you know you ain't black. Because you can know you can do it, but then do it as a black person and then don't worry, we'll give you this $5,000 and we can just print as many as we want and then most of our people will take that. Just like you said you didn't do. Because you knew it was up. Does that make sense?
yeah, it does.
Great question. Any other questions?
Not at the moment, but they'll definitely be.
It's formulating, right?
Yeah.
Good. Peace. Peace. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the video. I just went to a full-time challenge. They folded like a tent. They folded like a tent. Peace, Kaylan, peace. Yeah, when we went to court with the Moors, the only reason why we went was because I wanted new Moors, all the group, I wanted them to see how fast the European folds were just looking at us. Looking at, like, as soon as we went in, fezzed up, they called recess. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't got to say nothing. You just got to glow with, you just got to have the right mindset, and then they fold. And Macau said it. He said he's been in and out of court for years, and he never seen them fold like they folded when they spoke to one more who hasn't been studying for too long. He just read what I told him to read, and they folded because the spirit's there. You know what I mean? Questions? Questions? Now y'all don't want to ask all these questions. We'll be live now, huh? They seem like we just be chilling.
I was on a break.
More about the consular court stuff. You spelled consular wrong. You have to ask a specific question because you're being too general. I can tell you what it's about. It deals with diversity and citizenship. You want to tell the people where you're from again? Just so people know you came out to visit. Hold on, let me see. I don't know. You want to sit down and hold it?
Yeah.
Because I don't know if the mic's going to work. You want to let them know your journey?
Islam
Don't be
Moors.
trying to flex for the gram.
Islam Moors. I'm from the Houston Republic. Came all the way out here to study with my brother, and it's been a beautiful journey. I would recommend it to anybody who is able to do the same. If you are confused or just need a confirmation, I feel like I just needed confirmation.
No.
I would advise you to do the same. It's been beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, she brought her son.
Yep. My beautiful son.
Hi. Oh, hold on. Let me see. What you want to share your experience so far? Yes, you do. There you go. Tell the people what's up. Tell the people you love them.
All right, hello, hey, hi. So yes, my name is Jemiah. Anyways, my mother wanted to come on this trip, and like, I was here to talk all the time at home, and she teaches us, but yeah, about our birthrights. But at the same time, she said she was going on this trip, and I figured this is the perfect time to go to lessons and learn even more than what I am. How I get that, but learn even more than what I am at home. So yeah, that's about it.
Do y'all want to share? You want to? Nah, you good? You want to talk about some of the things we did today and what you learned? You want to not do it on camera because I know it's kind of intimidating.
No, I mean, for me, like I said, the journey for me is just being able to, just putting what I already knew, together and seeing it in action and unfold.
So when we went to City Hall,
Mhm.
right, and we left the maps department, what did you say and why did you say it?
Because it was facts.
No, what did you say?
I said, if you ask the European,
Yep.
they will be sure to give you a favorable reply.
Yep.
Just ask in an intelligent tone.
Yep. So we went to the maps department, right? And I was showing them around City Hall, and then she looked at me, and like we knew the same thing. She said, what the prophet said: those who doubt whether my philosophies are correct and true, go to your officials in the City Hall and ask them under an intelligent tone, and they'll be glad to render you a favorable reply. And that's exactly what happened. We started asking questions. We weren't being loud, and they were giving us answers.
Answers that we wanted.
Yeah. Except for the library.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that.
That's another story.
I think you're blocking the speaker when you do that
Oh.
at the bottom.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
heard everything.
Let me see.
They did. I just did it. It was
Any
1 second.
questions? What if it's their policy you need an ID to rent a tool at the Home Depot? Read the Constitution, Article 6, and you'll answer that question. All I need is confirmation that you received my documents. I understand you're busy. For convenience, I can fly out there so I can get things expedited. Did you mail them to me? Did you email them to me? Because if you emailed something to me and it's a document, I don't know what you want me to do with it, but I still don't know who you are, so I can't really answer your question. It's like an anonymous person saying, "Did you get my email?" I don't know. I got a lot of them. So let me know who you are. Email many times. So if you email me many times, chances are I answered you. Any other questions? Islam, I did hear your answer about the job situation. Great, great. Peace, peace, peace. But don't that mean that you have to be a foreigner for that? A foreigner for what? We're foreigners. We're not. What? Who said we're foreigners on our own land? I don't know what you're talking about.
Can't be a foreigner on your own land.
Yeah. Jamal, what was it to ask for at the tax collect? Oh, the tax assessor. Tax assessor. So if you need to know the parcel ID to your house, you go to the city tax assessor and just tell them the address, and they'll print out a piece of paper. They'll have the parcel ID, the current quote unquote owner or holder of the deed. It'll have like whether it's a commercial zone, whatever. It'll have the property value. It'll have the taxes. It'll have a bunch of information on it. Same thing for abandoned buildings. If you don't know who the owner is, you go to the tax assessor. You get all that information. Then you can go to recorder of deeds and put that person's information in. So what about nation state that Prophet Drew Ali brought us? He didn't bring us a nation. He reminded us of what our nationality was. The nation already exists. The nation was already here. It's just we forgot. Because remember, Drew Ali said no one can change man from his decent nature unless his powers beyond Allah's. Because you can't change your bloodline. Just like you can't change who your mother is. Great questions. You're welcome. Now y'all all quiet. Why y'all quiet now?
You're listening, do you answer?
You was running your mouth before. Y'all was
No, we're
running
listening
it.
Until you answer the questions, because we have questions.
Peace.
We
Peace
have
the Cool J.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yes.
So right now, my parents and I live in a rental property,
Mm-hmm.
and you were talking about the quit rent.
Mm-hmm.
Could we use that to stop paying rent?
That's what
Yes.
the quit rent
So,
is.
so remember when you're dealing with the quit rent, you're also dealing with we have the right to our land and resources back. Water's a resource, electricity's a resource, land's a resource. So what you mean I owe you anything when this ain't your homeland? Does that make sense?
It does make sense, but we would essentially be squatting at this person's.
No,
Yeah,
you're
how
not
can you
squatting.
squat on your
So
own land?
this is where chain of title comes into play.
Where I
And-
get
and
the
knowing-
stuff I'm doing.
Yes, and knowing that a mortgage is not ownership and that a deed of trust is not ownership. So if let's say I'm saying this is my house and all I have is a deed of trust and then I'm renting it out to you, first of all, if I can't prove that I'm the holder in due course of an original instrument, which is the allodial title, then I'm not the owner. So lawfully I can't rent that out to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why in the quit rent deed it said, prove to me that you're the owner.
Okay.
Because if not, and you're a feudal lord, meaning your claim can be argued, here's my argument.
And in my template, it has it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I need to show my parents that.
Yeah.
That's some shit.
Right?
Or if you're on the lease, you can just do it.
How do you
No,
become
I'm not.
naturalized? Do you know what naturalization is? Naturalization is a process by which the original people clothe a foreigner with citizenship. So if you're trying to get naturalization in the Japanese government, then you would have to go to Japan. If you're trying to get naturalization as a Moor, distinguished from nationalizing, because if you're a Moorish national, you can't get naturalized by no Moors. You know what I'm saying? Because your mother gave you nationality. But let's say a Japanese person wants to be a Moorish citizen, then they can come to us and say, what's up with some citizenship? But they're Moors too. Just like when at class last Saturday, we had a Lao person come in and someone from Vietnam come in. So he's Vietnamese. And they say, oh, we know we're African, right? Didn't y'all all hear that?
Yeah.
We know. Then they said, we've been studying Moorish science. We know who Noble Drew Ali is.
And then you even call to see if you should naturalize
Called who?
Nationalize them. Remember when you was talking?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then he called back. He said nationalize them.
What is a more naturalized the more? What if a more naturalized the more? Then he stole your birthright. Because chances are he took money from you or fiat. Do you have to send paperwork to The Hague and Sultan of Morocco when sending your declaration of nationality? No, if you put it on the public record, that's fine. Put it in the newspaper, that's law. Let me see. Peace, peace, peace. What if more? What's that one? No, for my wife, she's European. If you read the Quran, Noble Drew Ali said we're not trying to marry into the pale skinned nations of Europe. And that goes back to White in the law book, where it says it's Europeans more or less intermixed. They can only be considered white if they mix with us. Then they become heirs to the planet. Huh?
So that's why they're trying to mix with
That's why they are. Prince Henry, right? Harry, whatever his name is.
Irish.
Yeah, mixed with the Asiatic woman, so he can have noble children, so he can stay in that position. Just like with so-called Pocahontas, same thing.
Yeah, now his children become rightful heirs.
Yeah. And then since they're incompetent, he becomes the administrator.
Right.
Parents' portrait.
Right.
Prophet Noble Drew Ali, us a nation state. The Pope copied the prophet a month after he passed form with the Vatican. Thank you, Squirrel, for peace. Yeah, Noble Drew Ali was the man. Literally just handed it to us. It was like, here. Oh, you hungry? Here's some food.
Yeah.
Also, Grand Sheik Cujo, we can't wait for you to get out here. Just so you know.
Is he watching?
Yeah, he was asking questions. Well, I don't know if it's him. I'm assuming it's him.
Yeah.
And there's a possibility that it is him. Any other questions? Huh? Oh, yeah. I should probably unplug it, huh? Oh, he said, yeah, it's me.
Oh,
So,
that's cool.
yeah. You want to
See
say
you in a
peace?
couple of weeks, brother.
Yeah, yeah.
Peace.
Peace. So we all excited. Oh, you're not going to be here, are you?
No.
She's not going to be here. She don't want to see you. She don't want to see you. She don't want to
I
see
would
you.
love to.
He said, can't wait to get there with you, Moors. Peace. Any other questions? You came a long way. You open my eyes a lot. Keep it up, brothers and sisters. Where books you reading? Do so like what?
I guess they want to see some of the books.
Peace. Thank you for. Oh my! I don't feel like going
Yeah,
inside.
but she has some here.
Oh, you got some books on you?
Oh, I do.
Oh, here's what we're using today: Black Soul Dictionary. Let me turn it around.
Golden age of the morning.
Let me turn this around. If I can figure this out. What am I? Freaking 70? This technology so confusing. You know, the more stay strapped.
Never not around.
Oh, you got this one?
Yeah.
You say you got this for 12?
Yep.
She said she got this for 12 notes on Amazon?
Yep. Prime, baby. Amazon.
Mine cost 130.
You can order me one. I'll send you cash
I'll
out.
get you one.
Cause I look it up. It says
More than
300.
More than masonry.
A must-have.
Must have. Oh, you got another Black Soul
I have,
Dictionary? You
Black
strapped.
Laws, stay strapped.
Oh, hold up. RV Bay.
RV Bay Publication.
RV Bay. And notice he has women in his arms.
It doesn't.
Woman is the key to everything.
It don't quit.
Hold on. I gotta show everybody what you got.
It don't quit.
She said she got Golden Age of the Moor for 12 notes. Oh, you have a book in a book. Shout out to rvbaypublications.com. Of course, y'all can rewatch this video and just pause it when I'm showing you, so don't ask me to stop, please. Y'all can pause it. Oh, she's ready. Look,
It don't
flossing.
quit.
She's flossing on them.
Don't quit.
Flossing
all
on
day.
them. Big ups to RV Bay. They always send extra literature. If you order one thing, they'll send you more things. This is yours? This is hers. Oh, yeah. She's trying to steal your books.
Nah,
She's trying to
baby,
steal
nah.
knowledge. You dirty. You dirty more. Trying to steal knowledge. You got another
I
one?
got more.
You're ridiculous.
I got
Oh,
more
that's
at
that's
home.
why that bag was so heavy.
Oh, got one for free.
Oh, yeah.
At the law library.
So if you're from SoCo Providence, 250 Benefit Street, they'll give out. Hold on, let me rotate it. They'll give out free books.
Need this. Oh,
You didn't even know. You didn't start reading it. How are you talking about they
for
need it?
you asking about work and jobs.
Labor laws, yeah.
Yeah, but the Constitution.
Yeah.
Constitution first, then that's
Yeah,
like
right.
additional stuff.
Right.
So that's their laws.
It just says federal labor laws,
It just says federal labor laws.
which anything
But
against the Constitution is notwithstanding.
right, but at the same time, you can use their laws against them.
Yeah. Yeah.
They said it, so what are you fighting with them for? If they said it,
Yeah,
here it
exactly.
is. In your book, you said it.
See you in a bit. All right, P. All right, let's see what I missed. Let's see. Why are so many Moors giving a hard time about the consular court being on our own land? I don't know. You have to ask them. Ask them. Are there any proclamation records in California in regards to us? I don't know. I'm not there. You'd have to check. I know RV Bay has a list of the publication stuff, so check them. rvbaypublications.com. Is there a financial issue with the consulate website? If there is, I'll be more than happy to help. You can be part of the calls. Again, we're on the calls every Thursday. You can ask, but I asked Shalay Moore. He said, I don't remember him telling me that there's a financial issue, but the person working on the website is working on it. She's doing all the code herself, so that's what's happening. Answer that one. Been researching a lot on federal district court. Good looking, great. We are in the Narragansett territory, which they so-called brand Rhode Island. Which, remember, we was walking down Broad Street and I showed you the seal. It said founded 1636, which you mean that the land was found? The land's always been here.
Yep,
Then it said incorporated 1832, which means it's not the land. And then again, I said in another video, go to Secretary of, go to sos.ri.gov, civics and education, Rhode Island history, and the Europeans admit that they renamed the land, and they were already original people here. sos.ri.gov.
Oh, that's what they admit they called us Indians.
Yeah, it said the original inhabitants of present-day Rhode Island, which means there was a day where it wasn't called Rhode Island, or mistakenly, meaning they're not, named, in quotation, Indians. So the name Indian is in quotation marks. And it says mistakenly named, quote-unquote, Indians. sos.ri.gov. Civics and history, which means what? Law and history go together?
Right.
And then, civics and education. Civics and education, that's one tab. And then you click on another tab, so it opens up another page. RI history, and it'll tell you. And then it'll talk about Roger Williams, who was a clergyman. And remember, when you're reading that, remember the Intercartera Divina of 1493, the fall of Granada, 1492, and their land, and then the Secret Treaty of Verona. Well, that was 1800s, but that's like, you know, yeah. So, someone said the book is 245 notes now.
Yeah,
Golden Age of the Moors?
Yeah.
Dang. I just got it like
Oh yeah, comment where you from so other Moors know.
a month ago.
Stay out of their courts. We're not in good behavior. What does that mean?
What does that mean?
How do I find, you gotta fix your grammar. Find out what's Minnesota territory original name or the names of the original territories. Go to your library and read. That's what I did. How's that vague?
That's all he
Drew Ali said the same thing. If you go to an updated library for 2 hours, I'm paraphrasing, then you'll pretty much figure out what's going on.
Or ask them.
Well, give them a
So
subject.
this is what I did, right? So I was looking up history of Rhode Island, right? So I went to the library, William Hall Library, the library I showed you. Then I grabbed the book that said Rhode Island history. I took it off the shelf, I opened it, I started reading it, and that's how I found out. I don't know what more you want me to say. Or I went to the City Hall Maps department. That's what I did. That's how I found out. So that's the answers.
Just do the same thing.
Yeah, but that's the answers that I always give. So it's kind of like, yeah, like I don't know what more to say. Read a book. So if you want to know about mathematics, don't say, Jamal, what book do I need to, or where do I go to find out about mathematics? Read a math book. That's common sense, right? Yeah. Or like, I want to know more about that plant, so get a book on plants.
I hear you.
Yeah. So it's, you know, some people think I say it with like an attitude or whatever. No, it's obvious. You want to learn how to build a chair? Get a book on chairs or something. All right, what else we got? Now it's getting hot. Now the sun's on me.
It's rotating.
See what I missed. What did I miss?
Chilling over
All right. You're from RI? Cool. Come to class. New York.
there. Word.
Oh, y'all better come out when Cujo comes, or we ain't friends no more. Probably put him on the video. He wants to attend your class. He has a good. All right. So if your brother is out here, we plan on posting where the class is gonna be on our website, riseofthemoors.org. So if you want to know, you know, share that link. Please, do you have any information on Haiti's connection to Moorish Americans? Haitians are Moors. Look at the coat of arms of Haiti. The dude S.I. Tuesday Bay that we helped with the case, he was Haitian. And oh yeah, what's your nationality? Where you from?
Ghanaian.
Oh, you from Ghana?
Mhm.
You're from Ghana. You said what?
What?
You're from where?
Ghana.
Say that again.
West Africa.
You're from Ghana,
Ghana.
and you know you're Moor.
Yes.
Oh, so Tuza is a Haitian. Look at the coat of arms of Haiti. You'll see right on top of the palm tree, there's this red thing that kind of looks like this. This is red thing that looks like this right here. On the top of the palm tree and on the Haitian flag, it's called the Moorish fez. But they call it a Phrygian cap. Phrygian, I think. Phrygian cap. And then when you do etymology, right? When you do the etymology on the word Phrygian, it's derived from Phrygia, which is a geographical location in present-day Turkey. And then you look up Turkey, and then the Ottomans and Osman, they're Muslims.
That's why the Turks was rocking with us.
Yeah, yeah. And that pizza spot we went to, they're Turkish. That's why they loved us so much. Well, normally it's more love than that, but it wasn't bad.
They were sleepy.
Yeah, they stuffed,
Yeah,
they,
that's
they
what
stuffed
I
us.
was
Yeah. And then the Prime Minister of Turkey admitted in 2016, I think, that Muslims been here before Columbus. So that's about Haiti. What else did I miss? What did I miss? Living in North Carolina, found you through Jennifer. Big ups to Jen. Jen's always promoting us. She's dope. Why didn't RV Bay Publications sign off on council cards? I don't know. I'm not RV Bay Publications. You have to ask them. That doesn't mean that, you know, we're not family. I still promote RV Bay because that's why I studied. Like, just because they say we don't need council courts, that doesn't mean we're not blood. That doesn't mean we're not family. If you like M&Ms and I like Skittles, I'm not gonna not like you. What's the difference? Prophet Nobrelli told us to stand on the Constitution. What's the difference between a name correction and a status correction? Well, you can correct your name, but that doesn't mean you know what you're doing. That's the difference. Status is your state of mind. Does that answer your question? The land of flowers known as Florida. Yeah, I've been to Florida. I know what's up. Do you know where I can find the real name of the so-called countries of the American continent? Where I can find the real names of the country. What?
Sorry, I was distracted by this hooligan.
Look at a map. Nah, someone said, where can I find the real names of the countries on the American continent?
Like the different nations.
Yeah, like Brazil and shit.
Like how Florida used to be Spain and stuff like that.
I don't know. That's not. They said, do you know where I can find the real name of the so-called countries on the American continent? That was their question. Peace and love. Thank you. Peace, 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 peace. Peace. Timbuktu. Let's talk about Timbuktu. You know nothing about Timbuktu.
Neither.
No, you.
Nah, I don't know.
You don't? What? No questions? It's hot. And I got these jeans on.
I was like, you say you had some beans on. I was like,
Yeah, I got beans on too. Any other questions? It's all quiet now, nice and quiet. Y'all stop talking to me. Since we're going live, y'all don't want to be my friends. All right. See how it is. What's that? Ask me about that then.
Cool, so we gonna make a Moorish mixtape?
What you say? Ask him again.
We gonna make a Moorish mixtape?
You trying to get his buzz. That's what you trying to do.
Get the buzz, we gonna make a song with Gates, what?
Yeah, I'm trying to make a song with Kevin Gates.
Y'all are crazy. Let me see. What's this? Let me just see. I'm not gonna read it out loud. What is
I mean,
this?
Kevin Gates needs to come to one of our classes.
Oh, okay.
Help them out. What is the situation?
Yeah? Oh, shit. I didn't know all that.
It says
What?
on the song,
You see, I started.
Cujo helped Kevin Gates with his situation.
his, team.
You just making shit up? How you know that?
Turn it up.
I didn't say that. I said Amore from Candyland did a live with Kevin Gates. That's what I said.
It says,
Okay, I did see that.
And then in that live, Kevin Gates talked about his court case. Is what I said.
That's how rumors get started.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're tripping. You got to be clear. Definitely, if you're saying I said it, you have to be clear on what I said. You know what I mean?
yeah, you should
I mean,
say it clear.
I did. I pay attention.
That down. Can you can roll it down.
Yeah, you can like drop it. I know what you're saying. No, I know what she's saying.
You can, like, move it this way, too.
Other way.
Yeah, like, no, down more. Yeah, like that. See, now your face is being covered.
That's only a matter
It's
of
like
Yeah.
a big fizz.
Yeah, but I mean, when it goes down, it's gonna be
It is
better.
like a big fizz.
What did I miss? Is the Pope letter real? I don't know what you mean by that. Where is the event at when Grand Sheik Cujo comes and times? How do you know that he's coming and not about the thing? So I posted it on social media. So he's coming 8/11/2018, August 11th. The address, can't remember off the top of my head, but I posted it on my Facebook, my Instagram, and Rise of the Moors Instagram, and it should be posted on riseofthemoors.org as well, under news. What else? The council courts were not outlawed in 1952. Jurisdiction was relinquished in 1952. What is the meaning behind the fez? The fez has many meanings. As an example, this space right here represents the 7th chakra and or the womb of woman. This circle up here and this circle down here represents as above, so below. Then when the baby's born, they say the baby is crowning, so it's the crown of the Moors. This represents 360 degrees of knowledge, these strands. This would represent the sun. This would also represent the umbilical cord. And then there's 4 holes up here, which represent the 4 seasons. It represents many things. Remember, a lot of things are metaphorical or Kabbalistic. Most things aren't to be taken literally. Like, this isn't literally me. My spirit is clothed in this. When this leaves, I still exist. You know what I mean? So if we kind of apply that to a lot of things, we'll be straight. What else we got here? The black fez means you're a master. What's that on your head? This thing on my head is called a Moorish fez. This is called hair. If I'm trying to get my child home back, that was taken from a stepmother, I guess it would be called, the process would be the same, correct, being that the land is land. What? Does someone else want to read this for me? If I'm trying to get my childhood home, if I'm trying to get my childhood home back, that was taken from your childhood home, okay. You need to add commas and stuff like that. You know, grammar, because that was hard to read. If I'm trying to get my childhood home back, that was taken away from a stepmother, I guess it would be called, the process would be the same, correct. I guess that's a question? Being that the land is land, yes, okay, I think I know what you're saying. Yes, that was very difficult. Please add commas and stuff like that. So what you're telling me is when. Peace and love, peace, peace, peace. Yeah, you can look it up. You'll see Obama went to talk to the Pope. Look it up. Do your research. Don't ask me, do your research. Did you stink up my bathroom?
And then we'll come out.
What group is this guy with? I'm not with a group. Take me to Texas with you. I'm not sure if you're talking to me. Oh, someone said take them to Texas with you.
Please come.
She said please come. When someone does a name correction, if they steal a ward of the state.
What is it?
I think you're talking. Yeah, that's kale. You want some kale from my garden? But you don't mess with kale? Oh, it's because it's from my garden. I see how it
With
is.
a little salt and ranch. Yes.
I got a ranch in the house. When someone does a name correction, are they still a ward of the state? It depends on their mental status. It depends on their mental capacity. And it depends on which state you're talking about. Because you can be a ward of the colonial state or you can be a ward of the Moorish state. It all depends on your mental competence. If you have a so-called creditor that defaulted and they still try to repossess your automobile, what can you do? Well, they can't repossess your automobile if they're not the holder in due course. Hello. First time here. Peace. Hi from Poland. Peace from Poland.
Whoa.
Yeah. I would like,
His name.
from Poland, Zakopane.
What the?
It's probably Polish. I don't know. I don't speak Polish, so. Excuse me for butchering your name. I would like to know about the banners. Red flag versus interlocking green star versus open star. I don't think there's a difference. It's a red flag with a green star on it. Are they using the correct banner? The kingdom is using open star. The empire is red. Noble Darley said the Moorish flag is the red flag, red field, with a 5-pointed green star. He didn't say if it was open or closed or interlocking or not. He didn't specify. So, going off what the prophet said, it's just a red flag with a 5-pointed green star in the center. Poland, peace from Poland. So I'm kind of late on the. I'm still responding to them. Seeing as the land is land, regardless of who says they own it, but it's in my stepmom's name. It's not in your stepmom's name. Chances are it's in a straw name that they own. They stay as a free Moorish. Peace more. We'll be going live on the new channels. Peace. What time is it? So I'll get off if Kujo's gonna go live. All right, cool. I'll get off when Kujo goes live so you can attend his stuff. Because he's an actual chartered, not chartered cheek, but they have a chartered temple. I know. Can't wait for you to get out here. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, Canaan Land Moors 2 is their YouTube. Third rock from the sun. Where can you find writs on what? Quit rant? You can go to riseofthemoors.org. Also, the House of Ram, on their flash drives, they give out the an example of a quit claim deed. So you can hit up the House of Ram. Big ups to Dr. Naila and Taj Tariq Bey. Did you just give me kale
I just made you a little soup.
wrapped in a raspberry from my own garden?
I did.
How much do I have to pay you?
Nothing is free.
I know, because it's mine. That's why I got to pay you. That's my land and resources.
That's a peaceful offering.
You're giving me a peaceful offering from my own garden.
Yeah.
How does that make sense?
How does any of this make sense?
You're acting like a feudal lord now.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, thank you. Someone said for all y'all watching, click the like button. Thanks, that's dope. I appreciate that. I don't say stuff like that. I just say things. Salute. You met a Taino brother from Rhode Island. Dope. Who went to your classes. Dope. Hopefully he said good things. North Africa, very different than the rest of Africa. I've never been to modern day Africa. I've been to Japan, Philippines, and South Korea. Where do I get the flash drive? You get the flash drive from Dr. Naila.
What's on the flash drive?
A bunch of stuff. But they're specifically asking for the quitclaim deed, an example of it. Also, House of Ram has a Facebook now. So you can add House of Ram on Facebook. House of Reawakening Minds. So when I say House of Ram, I'm saying Reawakening Minds, if you don't know. Moroccan Empire, not just a kingdom. All lies. Prove it. If you said anything, if you think anything that I said is a lie, prove it with documents, because everything I say, I document. Like when I took them to the city hall, I showed you that's the public record. Go ahead and search. That's proof. So if you say I'm lying, prove it. Other than that, it's hearsay. And hearsay evidence is what? Inadmissible. Prove it. Prove that I'm lying. If we are the indigenous of the land, who are the Native Americans? Us. What? What? You know who I am. Oh, it's Ellie. Oh, okay. I didn't know that that was your full YouTube thing. Yeah, my bad. Peace and love. Peace, peace, peace. Asir Duke Tears. What about him? Huh? You talking about my garden?
Yes. It's trash.
Elijah Poole Bey became Elijah Muhammad. Yes. So you can't do a name correction. You just have to do a status correction as well to correct the status on the birth certificate. No. You're mixing two separate things. The birth certificate was now read the book of Revelations where it talks about knowing being able to buy and sell except they have the name or the mark of the beast. That's the birth certificate and the social security number whereby the European occupiers of Morocco claim the Moroccan estate through that artificial being, since we think we're it and we're not claiming ourselves. So they're claiming jurisdiction over the land because we lost our mind. Because you're dealing with mental competence. So you can't take a house if you don't know how to do it. You can't run government if you don't know how to do it. Does that make sense? So I'm kind of skipping some things. Look up the right to self-determination. Then read General Civil Orders of June 10, 2014. Then read the rights of indigenous people who have the right to a nationality. Declaration on Human Rights, you have the right to a nationality. Declaration on Rights of a Child, you have the right to a nationality. Then read nationality in the law dictionary. It'll say nationality determines your political status. Then look up political. Political is dealing with rights and theories and the enforcement of rights and the management of affairs. Then look up status. It's one's standing, state, and condition as it relates to the rest of the community. Then it also means a state. So all you have to do is declare your nationality. The birth certificate has nothing to do with anything. That's how they're robbing you. So you don't need to deal with it at all. The General Civil Orders, it will tell you that.
Do all new business in your free national
Yes,
language.
just like exactly, just like Noble Drew Ali said, leave all old business as is. Conduct all new business in your free national name. The came and took my car even though they kept my payment in the form of a promissory note. Do you know why they took your car? Because it's not yours. Christian Black Code 1724, number 22. Black shall never own property. Anything that they acquire on their own liberality, whether they buy it or sell it, shall be the full property of their masters, because you're transacting business in a straw name that does not belong to you via the birth certificate. Since it's their instrument that they created, of course they took the car that you were taking care of for them. And chances are you registered it with them. Ens legis in custody of law, straw man. I don't know what that means. How can I get a flag? You can go to Amazon. Yes. Order online. Yes. Yes, I made it on time. Peace, peace, peace. Declare, be clear on who you are. Stateless cannot own. Yes. If you do not declare your nationality, that means you are stateless and you can't own anything. The rich don't really deal with the holder in due course, and I tried everything with these devils. They won't back down. Why would the devil back down? That's why Noble Drew Ali said, if you have race pride and love your race, join the Moorish Science Temple of America, because where there is unity, there is strength. And I skipped some, but where there is unity, there is strength. That answers your question. I know it does. So teach people who don't know. and then that will be your backbone, because the nation is the people. One person is not the nation. And excuse me for being sarcastic, but I have to be sometimes when I see fit. Oh, thank you. You tanning right now?
A little bit.
Son complaints to nearest archdeacon. You tired?
Huh?
You falling asleep?
Mm-mm.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
never get tired of this.
Can you refer me to confirm that having a European name makes me a ward? Thanks.
Christian Black Codes.
Well, yeah, you can read the Christian Black Codes and look up the history of your last name,
Yeah.
and then check your bloodline. Then see if you can transact business in someone else's name. Then look up Christian name in a law book. Just look it up. Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition is that law book that I'm referencing. Just look up what your last name means and its origin. Do not go into these corporate venues alone. Bring the nation. Yep, jail your national peers. Can I get a consultation? A consultation on what? And if you want my time, you have to pay for it. You paid for it, right? You paid for my time. How'd you pay for it? By hopping on a plane and coming here.
Yep, that's it.
That's a form of payment. Or you can fly me out to you. Or you can call me on the phone. Donate to my PayPal. Send love and positive vibes. Peace from Malik Khalifa Bey. Oh, just so you know, I'm not alone, by the way.
Islam.
No one wants to see you. I thought you was doing peace sign, my bad. No one wants to see you either then. What else? Why don't the judges allow Jerome Dale versus Free National Bank case in the Credit River decision? They act like it doesn't exist. I don't know what you're saying. You mean follow? I don't know. What do you mean don't allow it? When conducting business under the new national name, are there any procedures needed to follow, like requesting a license or making a declaration? What? When conducting business under the new national name, are there any procedures needed to follow? The Constitution is what you follow. If you're conducting business in your free national name, then you know that you are not bound by any institutions formed by your fellow men without your consent. But if you're in your proper person, you would know that. That's why just doing a name correction doesn't mean shit unless you're in your proper person. That's why Noble Drew at least had to study. You good? You dying? That was probably the kale or something, or a seed from the raspberry. She's the one who took it from my garden, so she poisoned herself. Yeah, she under her own consent. Moot man, woots your ultimate goal for the Moors. Moor man. My ultimate goals for the Moors is to get people to nationalize, so that my nephew doesn't have to go through the same BS that my family went through. Because a lot of us have children, and a lot of us always talk about, you know, black wealth and having a black business so my children can take, you know, ownership of it. But we don't know that our business takes on our nationality and is protected by international law just like us. So if my interest is just teaching our people what it is and getting the European off their back. And then I could just farm. I don't have to teach no more. I could just farm, not do nothing, just eat strawberries naked, just chill. That's what I want to do. I'm serious. That's why I claimed the 9.8 acres, so I can just garden. Everyone leave me alone. And I'll just eat strawberries and raspberries and chill. That's my goal. But you know, I have to do this first. Then I get to relax. Let's see, where was I? Answer that. Do you have any writs that can help with that? I used the one I sent you and it worked for association dues. They backed down have not heard from them since. You can use as a template. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I answer a lot of emails, so if you're asking me to remember one specific thing, I cannot. Sometimes, like when I'm answering emails, I get so much, so I answer it and move on because it's a lot of energy. I don't know if y'all know that. I'm one person. I'm doing it by myself, answering emails by myself. So if I answer an email, I go into autopilot where I'm just answering things, and then I can't remember everything. Get into this position, and then you'll see. That's called practicing law from the bench. You have to be in a proper persona sui juris. Like a special visit. I think that's to someone else. Our treaties are slamming. They are. They taste good. Man does not live by bread alone, right? Not sure what you're asking, but more is off of it. Yep. He is clearly an agent. IZ Bay. Leave him be. Cool. I don't know. Peace, peace, peace. We should start putting the treaty on the record more so it can manifest on the mainstream media. Yeah. Well, we gotta sue these people first. The treaty is the law of the land. Yes, it is. And it invokes international law. Yes, it does. So does the Constitution. Peace. Peace, peace, peace. LOL Jamal, and that expression is like your imitation walk. What expression? What?
This one.
That's why I make that face?
Yes.
No, I don't. I'm always smiling. I'm playing. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to my expression. I just keep everything organic. If I'm sarcastic, I'm more sarcastic genuinely. If I'm making a face at you, whatever. I don't have time to figure out what you like to see. All right? It don't matter what I look like. It matters what the message is. Have you seen the antics at Speaker's Corner, UK? I have not. That person is an agent or completely new to any of this knowledge. That's cool. I don't care. Y'all know what it is. How do I create a negotiable instrument, and how do I accept an invoice for value and send it back for discharge? First of all, do you know what a negotiable instrument is? Second of all, do you know what accepted for value is? Do you know what an invoice is? And do you know what discharge is? Because if you knew what all that stuff was, then you would know how to do it.
I've done it. I've done it when I was constantly.
You are so talented. You're expressless. What? Expressless? What does that mean? What's expressless? Oh, I have a blank face? You should see the face she's making. It's funny. Is that what I look like for real?
You need me to show you pictures?
No, don't show me that picture. That don't count. I was making the face. You asked me how to discharge rent. Go to riseandmore.org and you'll see. Barbara, you're beautiful. Thank you. My name means beautiful. Expressionless. There you go. It does.